Hey guys, Rogue Follower here. Well, today we're doing a video. I know I said I was going to take a break. This is like my last video before I do take a break from YouTube. But, well, yeah, we're doing what's worth more money. Well, you know, like, is it worth money? £600 car versus a £120 car. Or, well, I don't know how much that'll be in dollars. Anyway, so with the 600 pound car, you have scale looks. 1 second. Actually, you have really scale looks, like the bonnet and all that. So it's beautiful on this. The back wheel, you have, you know, the back end, you have your actual working wheel on it, which has foam already inside. Yeah, you don't get a proper jack lift or anything. You have proper bumper, you have a number plate, number plate. You can get lights for it. And it's a crawler, so, you know, you have all this flex with it and all that. Anyway, yeah, and then you have these, which these are actually rubbery. These are very rubbery, very nice. And you have, you know, your scale snorkel and all that. The only thing that I'm dissing this over, this should be bent round. Traxxas, not, you know, a lift up bit. Well, you'll see. Anyway, yeah. Underneath the car, don't worry about that, that's something that's not in your business. Underneath the car, you have your diff locks. You have, you know, 550 brushed motor, perfect for thing. You have high and low transmission. You have your 4 Lincoln back, 3 Lincoln front. You know, you have extra ground clearance with those portals. In fact, 1 second. Like, look, now you can see, but you know, you've got all these, you have all these good things. You have rock sliders here. In fact, let me just set that down. This is hard. It is very hard making YouTube videos. You have your rock sliders. You have your wheels. You have your front bumper. Going round to the front, you know, you have your, this is a fake winch. What do you expect? But you can fit a real winch if you wanted. You have, you know, these, whatever they're called, D-links. Not sure what America calls them. Probably call them the same. You have your proper, you know, clear lens lights in the front if you want to fit real working lights in. You have your scale sticker on the front. It is a very nice car. And now we'll be moving on to the other car. The FTX. Not a scale truck at all. It's currently under a rebuild, by the way. And I borrowed the tyres for, you know, the Traxxas. Anyway, these, very nice, very strong. This has been to right beatings. Anyway, on the front, if you want it to lower the running temperature, you have to cut, you know, this vent out. Well, you don't have to, but you can. You got all these stickers which, you know, they're peelable, and they already come applied to the car. But when you peel them off, you have, you know, sticker thingy left. Anyway, moving on to the side of the car, pretty much the same. You have, this is the weakest parts, round here. That happened from when I landed a big jump, and the wheel was like that. Pretty much wrecked the side plastic. It's going to have to be repaired or replaced. But that means I have to replace a whole bit of this plastic, because it's all one plastic. Which I actually quite like, because, you know, you've got tacky plastics. You know, you don't have to carry on just buying different plastics for it. You know, you get one plastic thing. I'll leave the batteries in, disconnected, don't worry. I just leave them in if my cars are broken. Or if, the Traxxas doesn't have it. You have your shock that comes up here, but it's not a scale truck. But at least it's more cheaper. But I do like my scale vehicles. But you do have interior on this one. You know, you have clear through windows with interior. Moving underneath, as I cannot be bothered to do thingy, we have currently got the gearbox out because that's been rebuilt. So you might see motors fall around inside there. You know, you have your proper drive shaft, metal geared rear diff and front diff. This is really going to need to set them up. Hear that? Don't know if you can. That needs some diff oil as well. Anyway, but yeah, you have plastic hexes with this one. You have a spare tyre on back as well, just so you know. There's a spare tyre on back, but not as the foams aren't as good as the one in TRX4. This one, well, we'll move on to that in a minute. You have your front metal geared diffs on the front. Listen to this one. Don't know where you can hear that. Now listen to the back one. It sounds like someone's trying to cut plastic with plastic. Yeah, you don't have your mud guards as well, so you pay extra for the mud guards with that. But and the suspension's very, very soft. The motor's just falling out of it as well. Oh, you should not just believe that just happened. Yeah, you get a 550 turn motor. See, the motor came out salo. But this one's really stiff. Like, really stiff. Probably wants a new motor. Anyway, moving on to the electronics. Back to basics with the Traxxas TRX4 for crawling. You know, this is kind of the best. But, well, the car's nickname is back to base because, you know, every time we go out with it, pretty much break it. So, you know, it's back to base. I don't know why I break it. This makes a funny sound, though. I don't know why. I fixed it now. It's not as bad as it was. I fixed it thanks to... Shout out to Kevin Talbot. If you don't know who he is, well, you should go check his channel out if you like remote control cars. He's hilarious. Anyway, you have your stock Traxxas TRX connector. Very nice, you know. 2-pin connector. Very nice. Let's get the torch up in here. You have, you know, you have your 550 21 tooth motor, 550 turn, I think, 550, I don't know. You have your Traxxas electronic system. There's your thing. Why has it just gone off? Who cares? We'll leave that. Yeah, you have your not diff lock. That's your high and low gear, high and low range. One up there. High and low range gear motor up here. Servo, whatever it's called. And your diff lock servos. I'm not going to try. Well, I'm actually not going to try this. Very stiff, very good suspension. Like, it rebounds perfectly. Same in the front. Like, I can pick it up. It's got a tiny bit of travel. I'll push it down. It rebounds. And I can pick it. It's got, like, you know, a tiny bit of travel. Push it down, lift it up, push it down, rebounds how it should be. It's really nice. You got your waterproof box instead of, well, you know, properly waterproof. Except for my knee, it's just full of grease, which, you know, grease does go old over time, so you have to replace that every, let's say, 6 water crossings. I really don't take much, well, say that, I do take very good care. This has been out probably about I was going to say 20 times. Why did I say 20 times? I mean, like, it's probably been out probably about 10 times, 15 times now. You know, outside, well, driven around and just off-roaded. So, outside probably about half of that. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's getting time to go. So you got Metal Gear Servo, which, by the way, I've had no trouble, luckily, with mine. I say that, and then next time I take it out, it's going to blow up, isn't it? Same with this. Servo horn's not that bad. But this is game weak. I cannot lie, this is game very weak. And it's struggling getting. Funny enough, anyway, moving on to the bumper. You've got these weird things here. Why are the shapes like that? I don't know. Why can't they be round like most of the thingies? I don't know. Don't care. I love it how it is. You're not going to swap that. You got 50... Is it 57? Let's check. 1 sec, I'll be back. Cannot tell anyway, guys. But you got a lot of steer. That's, you know, maximum steer. Yeah. You got 57 degrees, you know, climb ratio until, you know, it can't go up anymore. Same with the front end. You got quite a bit, actually. You got like that much. You got more. Yeah, anyway, moving on to the electronics of the FTX. Now, this is really basic. Literally all you have is your ESC, your electronic speed controller, going down to your, you know, motor, which isn't existent right now. It's over here. The motor is here. This should be in there. You know, that should sit in there. I will do a big review over it when it's, you know, completely rebuilt. I'm thinking of building a second one of these, but completely made out of metal with brushless system. Not sure that'll be the, you know, future video. I could not get this servo off when it was full of sand and, you know, broken, so I had to rebuild it there because it's got, you know, your cheap. Let me show you. These here, you know, those little screw things there. Those have rounded out on here, so it's permanently stuck there. So that's the one that's going to have to sit with for ages until I get a new chassis, or if I can find a way to replace those. Not sure. Anyway, like I said, you've got your horrible front suspension. So I'd say FTX, if you know you watch this future on, like look, I push that down. Push that down, it doesn't rebound. That's got, let me show you. Look, lift it up, it's got that much ground clearance. Push it down, it stays stuck to the floor. I've heard a lot of people complain about that, but I cannot swap oil in there, so I'm going to fit stiff set springs on it. Anyway, yeah, basically very basic on this. The Traxxas makes no sound when you plug it in. This one makes a... 1 second. I'm back. This one, I just plugged in the battery. This one makes this sound. Nothing. I forgot because I forgot to plug in servo. I'll be back. This one makes this sound when you start it up. And then, you know, you get your controller and it makes the rest 2 more beeps, 3 more beeps. Beep, beep, beep. Like that. Anyway, yeah. This is a bargain for how much you pay for it, but if you really want something, well, yeah, this can crawl and that, but if you really want something, like, if you're a starter, I recommend buying this if you're getting into RC and you don't know what to do, if you want to be a basher, if you want to be a trail truck vehicle driver, if you want to be a crawler, if you want to be a mix of everything. I'm a mix of everything. So, you know, I do bashing, I do crawling, I do trail trucking, I do pretty much, you name it, I do that with RC. And I know what some people are going to probably say, something very rude. Those messages will be deleted off the thingy for kids' eyes and that, if kids are watching this. But if you're getting into RC, I recommend getting this one. If you want your first proper 1/10 scale trail truck, and because this can do everything, this can do trail, you know, this can do trail, this can do scale if you put a different body on it, this can do anything. Every part's replaceable on it. You can get bearing kits for it. You can get everything on this is metal. You can buy metal parts for Either Chinese companies make them, you know, proper FTX have made them, or, you know, other companies have wanted, oh, this is a weak part, swap that out and, you know, made their own metal part. You can get, well, yeah, everything's metalizable. But if you want your first truck, get this. But I would not recommend, unless you want something you can just, you know, not give a care about. Then yeah, buy this. But if you want something for like proper trailing and that, I do recommend getting the Traxxas TRX4. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to do like a little just go round of them, and then, well, yeah, that'll be it. Not sure if you could hear that, guys, but I tell you what, that was awesome to just make. I'm not sure if you could hear it because, you know, I can't edit in the music, so, you know, that was actually a speaker in the back of the Land Rover, and tacky like that. I'm sorry to say, guys, but yeah, as you can see, this is a lot bigger of a truck. This is a lot smaller. Anyway, guys. Yeah, they're both 1/10 before you start asking questions. Anyway, guys, nice last video talking to you guys. Hopefully you watched it all. Well,